Hello everyone. In this video I will be showing you how to make the perfect Nigeria chin-chin. I will take you through the list of ingredients and we get started. I am Rosie and you are welcome to my kitchen. Here are the ingredients we'll be using for this recipe. I will measure out 2,000 grams of flour. I'm using all-purpose flour. And this is another 1,000 grams. I will measure out 300 grams of sugar. I will start by sifting the flour. And it's important to sift the flour before you start using it. And you see the lumps. I will use a spatula to break those. I will sift the sugar as well. The amount of sugar you add to your chin-chin is totally up to you. You can use more or less. Add salt, baking powder, and I'm going to be grating in half of this nutmeg. Mix all the dry ingredients together until everything is well incorporated. And that is done. In another bowl, I will crack in 4 eggs. And the eggs, they are at room temperature. For chin-chin, you want all the ingredients to be at room temperature. They should not be cold and they should not be hot. And I will add pineapple flavor to that, and you can use any flavor of your choice. Whisk everything together. And that is done. Next, I will add the butter to the dry ingredients, and this butter is at room temperature as well. And you can also use margarine if you prefer. And I will use my hands to mix everything together until I get a complete texture like so. And create a well in the middle of the bowl. Add the eggs and the flavor. Add milk, and I'm using evaporated milk. You can use any milk of your choice. I use 1 can. And mix everything together. So you want to add liquid gradually until you get the right consistency. So next, I'll be adding in water, and I use 1 cup of water for this recipe. So you can use more milk and you will not have to use water. So mix it very well until you get a dough. I will transfer it to a work surface and just knead it for like about a minute or 2 so everything can mix very well. So for chin-chin, you do not over knead chin-chin. If not, your chin-chin is going to be very, very hard. And that is done. I will transfer it to the bowl. Cover the dough and leave it to rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. Next, I will transfer some oil in the pan. I'm using canola oil for this recipe. You can use any frying oil of your choice, but not red palm oil. And 10 minutes later, transfer the dough to the work surface and divide the dough. And I'll be working with one at a time. Cover the rest so they don't dry out. Flour the work surface. Place the cut dough and roll it out. So how thin you roll the dough is totally up to you depending on the size of chin chin you are going for. And I'll be using this pastry cutter to cut the dough. You can use a knife, you can use a pizza cutter, trim the edge. And I will divide the cut dough into two and work with the half at a time. And I'll cut out the chin chin dough. So for chin chin, you want to keep all ingredients moderate. If you use too much butter for your chin chin, the oil is going to foam while you're frying the chin chin. And if you use too much eggs, is going to foam as well. And if you have too much excess flour on the cut dough, is going to foam as well. So you have to keep everything moderate. So I'm taking it like so to cut because I don't want them to stick together, because I'm making a lot of chin chin and I want to cut everything down before I start frying the chin chin. Once that is done, I will take out the cut chin chin and place that in a tray. And put that aside, and I'll repeat the process until I'm done. So I'm going to be cutting some to be very thin as well. And I will separate those. And I will repeat this process until I am done with this batch as well. I will be baking some of the chin chin for myself. I will line the tray with a baking mat. You can use a parchment paper or oil the pan. Add some of the cut chin chin. And I will brush the chin chin with avocado oil. You can use any oil of your choice. And this is going to prevent the chin chin from drying out in the oven. Bake at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes to 30 minutes. Everyone's oven is different, and I will stir every 10 minutes. So to check the oil temperature, I like to use a skewer. And you can drop one or two of the chin chin inside the oil. If the oil is hot, the chin chin is going to float on top. And I'm frying on medium heat. Give that a gentle stir. So from time to time, stir the chin chin so the chin chin can fry without some getting burnt and some not ready. So take the chin chin out of the oil before it reaches your desired color, because the chin chin is still going to turn brown even while it's out of the oil because it's still hot. So I'm going to use this oil to fry like 3 more batch of the chin chin, and I will go ahead to change the oil. So here is another oil, and for this oil I'm going to be infusing it with rosemary, which I got from my guiding, and this will take this chin chin flavor to another level. You can use onions as well. Yeah, I have rosemary in my guiding, so I like to use it for everything. So give that a gentle stir and fry on medium heat as well. So I will keep stirring from time 2 times. Once the chin-chin are about golden brown, take them out of the oil, and I'm transferring them to a strainer which I lined it with paper towel, and repeat the process with the rest of the cut chin-chin. And when you are done, be sure to turn off the stove. Transfer the fried chin-chin to a tray. And spread the chin-chin out. Transfer the other batch as well, spread it out. Allow the chin-chin to cool down before serving or packing the chin-chin. And the baked chin-chin is out of the oven, and I will allow it to cool down as well. Here is the fried chin-chin and the baked chin-chin. I will be sharing with you how I pack chin-chin to give out to my loved ones, especially during festive season. I also pack chin-chin like this when I make chin-chin for people during occasion. And a ribbon, you can use any ribbon color of your choice. A kitchen scissors. Open the bag. Add chin-chin inside the bag. Cut from the ribbon. Close the bag and tie the bag very tight so air doesn't enter the chin-chin. And for chin-chin can last between 3 to 6 months, and if you put it in the freezer, it can even last longer than that. Isn't this beautiful? I will repeat the process and put that aside. So for the pouch is much easier to use. Just open the pouch, add chin-chin inside the pouch, and just go ahead and zip it. And look at that, and I will repeat the process. If you like what you see, please subscribe to my channel, put on the notification bell so you don't miss out any future uploads. And you can also store your chin-chin in an airtight container or any mason jar of your choice. Thank you all so much for watching. Remain blessed. I will see you in my next video. Bye.